Hey folks, this is Matt, aka Rambarat for Life, and pretty much to sort of sum this up, had a late night last night, a lot of stuff going on, slept in, actually got on Skype with my friend F. Reach as we're going to finish, and we will finish, to cheer ourselves up, what's coming out in 2017, and then literally 5 minutes ago I go on Yahoo to check my email. And right there, it's Bill Paxton has passed away. 61 years old.
Wow.
He had heart surgery and I guess a stroke or something after it, complications from surgery. Didn't even know he was ill. And I am joined with my friend Afri, and we
Yeah.
figured at least give
I,
some thoughts after hearing this.
yeah. How y'all doing, folks? Yeah, I was shocked to notice. I'm like, but because in Bill Paxton, I didn't realize he was 61. Because I would never know that. I would never know and whatnot. And find this out. I mean, he's an actor. I mean, when he's a lead in the film, he does a great job. And even when he does supporting work, like when he's worked with James Cameron, like in The Terminator or Aliens, or even his small part in Titanic, he always sticks out. So you never forget him and whatnot. And always seemed like a very good guy and such. I'm sure. I wonder, James Cameron. I believe him and James Cameron are pretty close. So I would like to find out, as this recently just happened, what would James Cameron's rebuttal be to this and whatnot and such.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I know him and James Cameron were very close and whatnot. That's one of his. He got him in The Terminator. He got him in Aliens. Put a little bit in Titanic and such and everything. But it's greatly missed. I mean, I feel almost strange to do a Hudson impression now since he's gone because, but it's a very beloved character. He's done a lot of characters. I mean, we're gonna go, I guess, through the list over here, quick list. And sad to say, he didn't get you to star in a lot of movies. Maybe a handful, a bunch of them, maybe in the '90s. But most of the time, he had done TV stuff like A Big Love, I'm sure he's probably good in it. I know he won some awards for the show and whatnot, but the show's never been, the plot line never been my cup of tea. And I know recently I saw a promo for a show called Training Day, which is, you could say, based off the 2001 movie, but they did a flip where the white cop is the one that's unstable and the black cop is the one that's on the rails. I mean, kind of the opposite of what they did the original film. But I don't know what's how much episodes were filmed or whatnot and
Well,
everything.
real quick, like, I did find what James Cameron said.
Okay,
This is the whole thing.
okay.
I've been reeling from this for the past half hour, trying to wrap my mind and heart around it. Bill leaves such a void. He and I were close friends for 36 years, since we met on the set of a Roger Corman ultra-low-budget movie. He came into work on set and I slapped a paintbrush in his hand and pointed to a wall saying, "Paint that." We quickly recognized the creative spark in each other and became fast friends. What followed was 36 years of making films together, helping develop each other's projects, going on scuba diving trips together, watching each other's kids growing up, even diving the Titanic wreck together in Russian subs. It was a friendship of laughter, adventure, love of cinema, and mutual respect. Bill wrote beautiful, heartfelt, thoughtful letters, an anachronism in this age of digital shorthand. He took good care of his relationships with people, always caring and present for others. He was a good man, a great actor, and a creative dynamo. I hope that amid the gaudy din of Oscar night, people will take a moment to remember this wonderful man, not just for all the hours of joy he brought to us with his vivid screen presence, but for the great human that he was. The world is a lesser place for his passing, and I will profoundly miss him.
Oh, well said.
Mm-hmm.
Well said. I believe I remember hearing that they were good friends. So that's good that he acknowledged that or whatnot and such. Wow.
Yeah, I remember the story that I think James Cameron woke Bill Paxton up to watch Evil Dead 2.
Was it
So
that, or was it the opposite? Bill Paxton walked James Cameron to see
that
what
might have
did.
been it. That might have been it.
I,
Yeah,
yeah, 'cause I think Bill Paxton was a big fan of Sam Raimi.
and
I think
worked
that's one
with
of the
him.
reasons. And he worked with him later on
Simple
what is that?
Plan.
Which I never seen that one. A Simple Plan. That's one I would like to look up. Did you see it?
I haven't. I have to look that up.
Oh man.
But yeah, Bill Paxton is one of those guys that it was always create a smile to see him when he's in a
Mm-hmm.
movie because I always thought he was a good actor. I always thought he was funny. I always thought he was underrated as an actor.
Yeah.
And just in a lot of stuff that I love. I mean, we're going to go through some films. Yeah, unfortunately, I haven't seen all of them. Just that's the way life is. But even a bit part in the Terminator, or as Chet, as Weird Science. The name is Chet. What do you want,
How
butt
come? How
wipe?
come our parents? What are our grandparents doing in there? I want to know what's going on. ASFFP. I'm gonna butter him up. He's Chad. I mean, hey, that woman's underpants. Put something on. He's assed out. So we could laugh thinking about these fun movies and such and everything. And he's the one in the Terminator, the punk leader, he's the first one that tells Arnold, "Fuck you, asshole," and Arnold steals that later and uses that in the film. So see, if it wasn't for Bill Paxton yelling "fuck your asshole," the Terminator wouldn't know bad words. So you see, thank Bill Paxton for that. And plus, we can't forget, Private William Hudson.
Of
How do I
course.
get out of this chicken shit outfit?
Oh man, just
Yeah,
trying to think of the
I
right
know.
one. Like we got we
Bishop, do that thing with knife. Do that thing with knife. Hey, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? Hey, they're not me, man. Yeah, you. Look, trust me. Yeah, thank you. They ain't funny, man. They ain't funny. If I do the best if I could, I don't know. I fucked it up. It's
we got newts, knives, sharp sticks.
bless him, God, man. As in Near Dark as Sever. I'm gonna kick your tonsils out your asshole. I hate it when they ain't been shaved. You know?
Or like even back to Hudson's like, well, why don't you put her in charge?
Yeah.
Oh
Oh,
man.
wait a minute. He's dead. You dog me, pal. Oh, God, it's the man.
And like I always forget, I do remember he had a bit part in Commando. It
He
wasn't much.
did. He was some kind of interceptor officer, the one that was telling Arnold he's gonna be shot down because he's by restricted airspace.
Yeah.
That's about it. This was fun to see him. Oh shit, there's Hudson. Like, wow.
But I mean, just a lot of memorable characters. Like I mean, Weird Science, Aliens, Near Dark. Uh, I wasn't a fan of Slipstream, but Bill Paxton I thought was the best part of it.
Yeah, I mean he was fun. It's just
He
the
was
movie
fun,
sort of let him down.
but he was a lot of fun.
And plus, his character's name is Matt.
That's true too.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, I
Plain
mean,
Matt. There you go.
uh, but yeah, he's been in quite a few films. He was in Next of Kin. He was in The Last of the Finest, which I haven't seen. I know Mike saw it.
I've seen it. It's a good one. I mean, he's in it for a little bit though. That's the only thing. But it's Brian Dennehy, Jeff Fahey, Joe Patiano. Those three guys work well off each other and such.
And then you have Navy SEALs.
Yeah, he had a small part in it. He's the sniper guy, which I've seen that film a bunch of times. I keep forgetting that's Bill Paxton for some reason. I don't know why. He looks so different with the mustache and with his hair a little bit longer. He's the sniper that they nicknamed God, but he has a different name, but they call him God. He has that big 50 caliber gun that shoots to the fucking wall and everything. And such. Yeah, he had a habit of working with Michael Biehn a lot. Like he had a small part Michael Biehn in Lords of Discipline. course, him and Michael Biehn shared screen time together with Aliens. And I don't know what happened. I remember hearing a rumor that one time Michael Biehn was going to be in Near Dark, but he didn't understand the script. I think Michael Biehn even joked around on a panel and said, maybe I had a few beers and I didn't get it. Maybe that's why, but I wish I would have done it because it seemed like Lance, Jenna Goldstein, and Bill Paxton had a good time and such. But, like, if it was Michael Biehn instead of the lead guy that they got, I would have liked the film more. But I still like Near Dark. But it would have been up to 11 or at least up to 10 if Michael Biehn was the lead, maybe.
Yeah.
So,
Was that the role he was going for? That they wanted?
I don't know. I remember it was a panel discussion with Lance Henderson a while ago. I don't know if it's still on YouTube, where Michael Biehn showed up by surprise. Lance Henderson was having some fun stories, and Lance Henderson mentions that in front of Michael Biehn that he was going to do the movie, but then when he got the script, something about he didn't understand the script, and then Michael Biehn jokes around and says, I probably had a few beers, and probably that's one of the reasons I wasn't paying attention to it, but I should have done it. And such. He regrets not doing it. He's seen how much fun Lance Henderson and Paxton and everybody had and whatnot. Bill Paxton, man.
But of course, Jerry Lambert is Predator 2.
The Lone Ranger. Surveillance, my specialty.
Very fun
character. Both ways, my ass. Yeah, I love him as Jerry Lambert, the Lone Ranger. Yeah, I follow Keys, him and his butt boys. Yeah, he was just the right guy to get in there, to be in there. It was nice, you know. And so he even has his last moment, like Hudson had in Aliens. Hudson had his moment where he's pulls fire full against xenomorphs, and was like Jerry Lambert's last moment. He's in a train station. He's in a subway train. He's distracting the Predator to help Maria Conchita save everybody. And he's cursing out the Predator, throwing his gun out, shooting his gun on him, throwing his fucking golf ball. And I say he put Sonny Landon to shame because, I mean, I go on a limb to say that because he pulls out a knife. And it's not him just drawing his blood. It's just, let's dance! And he charges him. It's like, all right. It's a dumb move, but it's like, fuck it. If you're going to go fight, fuck that. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's such, you know, character-wise. You know, go fight, go swinging. And such. Wow.
I really... Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. No, go. You go. Yeah.
No, I was going to say, I mean, so many classic films from Aliens to Weird Science to Near Dark to Predator 2. I thought he was really good in The Vagrant. However, you know, whatever you think of the movie itself, he was really good. He was really different kind of performance by Bill Paxton, but very interesting to watch as well.
It was fun. It was a good performance. I thought it was pretty fun, you know, see him play this type of guy or whatnot, and his character goes through this change and such. I like the tone of the film. It almost has a Sam Raimi vibe to it. Maybe part of me wonders maybe that's one of his Bill Paxton did it.
Yeah.
And such.
Let's see. I've seen Monolith. It was interesting to watch for him. I mean, the movie itself, you could tell, is a cheap movie, but he was good as the lead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that.
Yeah.
Nice scene with Louis Gossett Jr.
Oh, sorry, go ahead, bro. Sorry.
I mean, it was just nice seeing with Louis Gossett Jr. and such.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Like I was saying before, I seen One False Move a very, 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 very long time ago. I would like to give it another shot. I remember him being good in the movie and whatnot. That was it. You ever see that one, One False Move?
I've heard of it. I know Billy Bob Thornton's in it as well.
Yeah, he's one of the bad guys, Billy Bob Thornton. As such, you know, decent flick. I haven't seen it in a while though. And such, and I know. I think we're both the same when it comes to Trespass, are we? Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's Bill Paxton and William Sadler, they're good, but just I don't know. The movie in a whole, there's a lot of problems though with us, with me especially. I don't know why. It just I don't know if it's because it needs action or they have this stupid thing where one of the bad guys is videotaping our bad guys talking. It gets annoying fast and such and everything. And plus it kind of seems pointless that these two characters, they go out in a bad neighborhood, look for gold. They find the gold, but ultimately they don't leave with the gold. I mean, one of them dies, and the other one runs away to live, while somebody else gets the gold. So
Yeah,
really, the whole thing was pointless.
they do the ending from Treasure of the Sierra Madre,
Yeah,
where it's the old guy, or in this case, the homeless guy, gets the gold.
Yeah, yeah. It's kind of what they do with that. So I mean, the movie was there. It wasn't. I always thought it was kind of overrated a little bit, but it was there and such. Like, I would like a little bit more action, maybe, and such.
But I mean, yeah, you Tombstone, yeah, True Lies. I mean, it's
That's
better
right,
than True Lies. In
Tombstone.
Tombstone.
Yeah, he was fun in True Lies. Yeah. Oh man, Simon. If it not do it for me, do it for your country. Yeah, I remember hearing that Michael Biehn was supposed to be in True Lies as well.
Really?
I think he was supposed to play that character, I think, but they went with Bill Paxton instead, which probably worked for the better. You know, he was a lot of fun. That's one thing about Bill Paxton. He knows when he puts on the dramatic, when he goes into the dramatic mode, he's great. But when he plays it for a little bit of laughs, he's great too.
Doesn't he say like, "When a spy piss his pants,
Yeah,
pee in his pants"?
a naval lens. It's just fun. It's just to see him like that, and Arnold looks like he wants to break down and laugh at times. So look at you just see Arnold's face, like trying not to look. Get the fuck out of here! Get out of here! Please, you gonna shoot me back? You shoot me back, please!
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Oh man. Then you see him later on. Jamie Lee Curtis scares him with lipstick, and he pees himself again. Oh man, but it was a fun character and such. I know that there's a little thing when he does supporting work. I notice sometimes his character dies, like in Tombstone, his character died, and well, he didn't die in Trespass. He died in Predator 2. His character died in Navy SEALs.
Next of
Well,
kin.
Next of kin, of course. I don't know. Sometimes I wonder if that happened because they only had him for limited time, so he only worked a few days, and they're like, "Okay, Bill, let's put you in another movie." That's I always wonder sometimes. That makes you wonder that sometimes, like the thing with Brad Dourif, like with Graveyard Shift. Oh, Brad, we gotta kill you off because you gotta go make more money and do this Child's Play sequel or whatnot. Okay, all right. Am I gonna get killed by the creature? No, a headstone gonna fall on you. Yeah. Sorry, we can't think. There's no way we can put you right against the creature. Not enough time. So, maybe that's the case. It makes you wonder that sometimes.
Yeah.
Because think about it, majority of these films they're close together. Next of kin, or at least in the same year. Last of the Finest, Navy SEALs, and Predator 2. So it makes you wonder, okay, we only have you this many days, Bill, so we're going to have to do something to your character. Makes you wonder that. I don't know why.
Right.
So, yeah, but I've never seen Indian Summer. I heard that's supposed to be one of those comedies about some people that they meet up at this summer camp that they went to when they were teenagers and such. And I've never seen it, but I've heard of it.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
Yeah, but maybe it's an opportunity. See, somebody is here. We look through the list. Maybe someone you might want to look up. Maybe, or I'll look up or whatnot.
Yeah.
Somebody's here. Like I'm embarrassed to admit this, but I'll say it right here, right now. I've never ever seen Apollo 13.
Oh, okay.
I want to see it. Though. I've never got around to seeing it. And such. How about you?
I really enjoy Apollo 13. I mean,
one day I want to see it. Yeah.
You have Tom Hanks, you have Kevin Bacon, you have Bill Paxton, you have Ed Harris.
Then Gary Sinise is in it too, right?
Yeah, Gary Sinise.
Oh.
Yeah, great cast. Ron Howard, I think it's one of his best films.
Oh, I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, I really enjoy it. I think it's a really good film. You have Kathleen Quinlan. You have. I think it's for a space movie based on the true story. I think it's very well told and very well acted. Has a good score.
Dean Cundey did the cinematography. was a guy that worked with John Carpenter a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Really good.
I think it's definitely worth a look.
I'm gonna look this film up. Oh, yeah.
And after that, he starred in, to me, an underrated film, Twister.
Me too. I love Twister. Yeah, he's great in Twister.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh man,
Twister's
really.
great.
Yeah, very underrated. Love Twister.
For
Yeah.
those interested, for folks out there, I did review Twister on my channel, and like I said in that review, it's one of those films that I think still holds up. I
Mm-hmm.
never thought the effects looked bad, and I think Bill Paxton does a great job. I think him and um,
Helen Hunt.
yeah, Helen Hunt, they worked very well. Has a great supporting cast,
Mm-hmm.
very fun action, has a good sense of humor.
We're going in.
Or
So,
when Philip Seymour Hoffman, who is also no longer with us, but
yeah, rest
he's
in
tell
peace.
he's telling the story about he walked out there naked, hold a bottle, said have a drink, and threw it into the Twister. And then Bill's like, no, that was Bill. That was another Bill, and I killed him. He's telling that to Linda Hunt. I mean, not Linda, Helen Hunt. If
Yeah.
it was Linda Hunt, that'd be a different movie. But he was telling it to Helen Hunt. I mean, it's just he had a good smile to him. Like you could tell he's a good guy.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. He's a very seemed like a very nice guy. I think the last time I had went to a Comic Con, I was online to go with my cousin to go on this because it was an aliens motif that whole year because everybody was anticipating the new at the time Colonial Marines, which I know when it came out because it was delayed a lot, and when it finally came out, it got hated on. From what I heard, good reason because
mm-hmm.
there's no xenomorphs. That's why. But I remember when I was online and to see a bunch of people dressed up like Colonial Marines and they were in a corner somewhere, in a big corner. And I realized somebody was interviewing somebody. I realized, holy shit, Bill Paxton. But I couldn't get a chance to talk to the poor guy. And he was dressed up in the same look that he would have in Two Guns and in Edge of Tomorrow with the little mustache and the buzz cut and whatnot. And he was there posing, signing stuff for the Colonial Marines that were there. The people dressed up like Marines and such and everything. And then people on the line were yelling, Bill, Bill! And he waved a little bit. And such, like, damn. And then he ran away. So I don't know, maybe he had to use the restroom or something. But, damn, but it was nice to see him. So, I wish I would have got a chance to get an autograph. But it seemed like he was in a rush. He had to go, so it's cool. And such. And everything. But that was a good time, though. Yeah. I got a chance to get on the power loader, and you got to, like, pose and xenomorph in your face and everything. I think I still got the pictures laying around somewhere and whatnot. Yeah. But Traveler I've never seen. I think that's the one he did with Marky Mark, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm not even sure what this film is.
It's something about he's a traveling salesman or something, I believe.
Oh yeah, Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, Mark Wahlberg. Yeah, I think that's one of his early roles, I guess. Whatnot. Yeah. And Titanic, he's a small part of the Titanic. One of the guys who's listening to the old woman's story, basically.
Yeah.
Such. And Simple Plan, I really want to see it. I really want to see it. I don't know why I never got around to seeing it, but I really want to see it. Yeah.
Mighty Joe Young, I thought that was actually pretty good.
I have the DVD. I saw it once a long time ago on a bad copy, but I really enjoyed it. And I got the new DVD laying around somewhere. It's been somewhere in the room, which I know I bought it, and I want to see it ASAFP, like the way he would say it as Chet, like that. I really want to see it. Wow. But I didn't know he was in the goddamn Spy Kids movies. Wow. Goodness.
I definitely want to. Yeah, go ahead.
He has to pay the rent, I guess.
Yeah.
But like you were saying.
No, I definitely also want to give credit to, I think, a pretty underrated film that he directed as well as starred in, and that's Frailty.
Yeah.
I think that's a really good film, and he didn't get to direct too many movies, but...
that's too bad. But I remember that being very good, though. a very good twist. I see, and like I'm nice Shyamalan Ding Dong. I mean, yeah, Bill Paxton, I think outdid him in this twist and everything, and
Yeah.
everything. The acting was good. I was involved in the story. God, even though I know what the twist is, I would like to watch it again. I haven't seen it in years. So,
Yeah.
wow. I remember one point. I remember hearing a story. He was attached to do a kung fu movie, as in kung fu. David Carradine kung fu, but make a movie version of it.
Oh,
I
okay. I
remember
didn't
hearing a
know
story.
that.
He was attached to that. I don't know whatever happened to that. Maybe it fell flat or whatnot. That he was either gonna direct it or star in it or something and such.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And I mean, but yeah, if you for those other if you haven't seen Frailty, it's definitely worth it. It has Matthew McConaughey, has Bill Paxton, has a crazy but interesting twist, and it's
Yeah.
very well directed. And I mean, unfortunately, a lot of this other stuff I haven't seen, but I definitely want to mention Edge of Tomorrow as Master Sergeant.
Oh yeah. He's a lot of fun in that. Yes, Master Sergeant Farrell.
You tell he was inspired by Apone or something.
He mentioned that I think it was there was a panel discussion or something when they were asking what projects he's up to, and he mentioned Edge of Tomorrow. He says that well, Tom Cruise's character is sort of like a Hudson character, and I decided to tap into Al Matthews a little bit to a poem to lead it, and it's a memorable character. I like Master Sergeant Farrell. I am from America. I'm from Kentucky. Something he says like that. I think that was one of the things that Bill Paxton was happy during this time period, because with this one, Two Guns, he wanted to go back sort of, or even his tiny part in Haywire, he wanted to go back to that supporting role, because he said he liked the idea he don't have to come early on the set no more. He can come and go. He don't have to stay late. He can come and go. And plus, sometimes the side character steals the show, kind of like with Aliens and with the other characters he's done in the past. And I gotta say that if I look at his performance in Edge of Tomorrow and such, I mean, he was one of your bad guys in Two Guns. I mean, he was good, but the rest of the movie was Now, him and Denzel, they were good, but Mark Wahlberg fucked it up for me, so that's one of the reasons I don't like the film and such.
Yeah.
Yeah, the stuff he's done. I mean, greatest game ever played, and there's no character, but it's just a documentary. Nightcrawler, I really want to see that film. I think he's in it for a little bit. That's the one he did with Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh, The Greatest Game Ever Played, that was the second film Bill Paxton just directed. It stars Shia LaBeouf.
Oh.
It's a biography about a golf player that Shia LaBeouf plays.
Oh, I never even heard of it.
It just also Elias Koteas is in it, and yeah, it stars Shia LaBeouf. Yeah, first time I've heard of it.
Me too. Wow.
But yeah, I mean, even in bad films like Haywire, I mean,
he's the father of Gina Carano's character in that movie.
He wasn't the problem.
I mean, he wasn't the problem. I know. I mean, even we both admitted when we talked about Haywire some years ago or whatnot, that we said, sadly enough, Gina Carano wasn't the problem with that film. I don't know what the fuck happened after that movie. And then she did other films, and like, what happened? I don't know. Maybe the dubbing helped. I don't know. I know it's mean to say, but fuck. God, but yeah, we were always joking. I was always joking about the fact that her father is Hudson. Wouldn't it be funny if her mom was Jeanette Goldstein? She sort of looks a little bit like Jeanette Goldstein a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been a fun casting choice.
But I mean, as for the last stuff he had done, like Efri had mentioned, he was. I don't know what they're going to do with that TV show Training Day. If they're going to, if they're going to release it still, or there's release the episodes they shot, or what's they're going to do with that.
Yeah.
And then his last film is a film coming out. It's a supporting role in The Circle. That's a thriller with Emma Watson, Tom Hanks, and John Boyega,
Wow.
Patton
A, y-
Oswalt.
a young tech worker takes a job at a powerful internet corporation, quickly rises up in the company ranks, and soon finds herself in a hellacious situation concerning privacy, surveillance, and freedom. She comes to learn that her decisions actually will determine the future of humanity.
So sort of a Big Brother type of movie for the internet.
Probably, but it
Sci-fi
sounds like
thriller.
another movie though. Wasn't that this guy did a movie like that? Was it Ryan Philippe and what's that actor's name? I can't think of it now. The one was in Howard the Duck and Bull Durham.
Tim Robbins?
Tim Robbins, yeah, I think it was a movie. Wasn't there a movie like that? Robin Internet and a scandal and a thriller or something like that. I don't know. It almost like the same premise. I could be wrong.
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, but this one looks. I mean, Tom Hanks, John Boyega, you know.
Yeah.
But what's sad is though, his character is a terminally ill father, so I'll be probably something that's gonna be hard to watch though.
Yeah.
That's the only thing.
But I mean, I'm fine. It was one of those things that it wasn't the best thing to wake up to, and it's.
Yeah, I mean, I was shocked when I found out about it. Like, how? Like, wow, like how? Wow, I just literally, I was about to talk to you about that training day promo. Like, oh God, Bill. But you know, I mean, I guarantee he won't be the problem with the show. I just think it'll be the script and whatnot and such. But you know, my heart goes out to his family members. I also would like to be curious to learn about, what's other cast members who worked with him, like Michael Biehn and these other people probably would say about him and such. I know Danny Glover liked him a lot because he showed up on that cool panel discussion where they had the whole cast from Aliens there, and out of nowhere Danny Glover came out pretending to be one of the audience members. He go, Bill, I got a question for Bill. And everybody clapped when they saw Danny Glover there. And Bill just started laughing. Do you ever think you're getting too old for this shit? Everybody started laughing and stuff. And everything. But he's an actor. Whenever character he does, they're memorable characters. I remember his bit in Tales from the Crypt. He played some weird guy that ate butter a lot. He had a lot of tattoos. I remember that. Yeah. I think people who live in brass hearses. He did an episode. Really, he did an episode of Miami Vice. And I think anybody might remember him more from his TV work because he was on that show Big Love. And then there was 3 episodes of Hatfields and McCoys, which only lasted, I think it was only 3 episodes, which I think he took on an award or something for that. He was an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., Matt. Only 6 episodes. Wow. Then there was a show, a miniseries I heard about. I remember they were talking about this in one of the when I went to the movies sometime a while ago. They were showing this as a promo before the movie start. Texas Rising. I think it's a mini series about the Alamo, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Bill Paxton was in it along with some other people. I think that's what it is. Let me see. Oh yeah, the cast is big. God, he led the cast with Jeffrey Dean Morgan, Olivier Martinez, Thomas Jane, Crispin Glover, Christopher McDonald, Jeff Fahey, Joe. No, that's not Joe. Okay, Chris Christopherson, Rob Merrill, Brendan Fraser, Ray Liotta, and those are the only names I recognize there, pretty much. Over Robert Nipper, who was on that show Prison Break and that movie Wild Thing. Wow. Jeremy Davies, I think that's the same actor who was in Rescue Dawn with Christian Bale, I think. But wow, Crispin Glover's actually was he doing a movie like this? Doing a miniseries? Wow. Crispin Glover, you hear stories about him being an a-hole, asking ridiculous amounts of money for shit. Like, wow, they got him for this. They must say, you're not the only big fish in this pond. Get the fuck out of here, Crispin. Go to work. But Thomas Jane? Really? Wow. It's Roland Joffrey. That name sounds familiar. Why have I thought of that name before? I think he's connected with some stuff. Let's
Super
see.
Mario Brothers movie.
Maybe that's why, yeah.
I think he directed the Captivity.
Really? Wow.
I think so, but maybe it was one of the directors. I don't know.
Yeah. Captivity. Let's see. Super Mario Bros. He was uncredited for that. City of Joy. The Killing Fields. And some other movies I've never heard of. And whatnot.
But anyway,
Yeah. But I mean, the main thing on this video, of course, I'm sorry we got sidetracked, but Bill Paxton is a guy who's given us so much and on screen, big screen, small screen, memorable characters that will keep dear to our hearts. And our hearts go out to his family, friends, and loved ones. And their loss or whatnot. And I'm gonna miss the guy. I'm gonna miss him a lot.
yeah, I mean, my final thoughts is this fucking sucks,
It does.
and it's bullshit, and it's one of those things where really enjoyed his work, really enjoyed his performances, really had a lot of fun with his work, and yeah, hearing of this is it's one big bummer,
Mm-hmm.
and I definitely, like Effrey said, wish my condolences to his family, his friends, and will continue to enjoy his work and his roles in these movies. And I may rest in peace. And I want to thank Effrey for joining me on this video,
Well, thank you for having me as always, and thank you all for listening
and
to
hope
us.
hope you all have a good night.
Rest in peace, Bill.
Rest in peace.